Welcome back to the Dart course, and in this video we're going to be diving deeper into Dart, and we're going to be learning something called arithmetic operators. So let's go ahead and start coding. Create a Dart class, call this 6 underscore arithmetic underscore operator. Not sure about the spelling, so just correct it if you want to, but I don't think that's going to impact anything. So just go ahead and create a main method, and let's start. So today's discussion is going to be on operators, and to be specific, that of type arithmetic. I'm bad with spellings, so yeah, that's the spelling, guys, so in case someone is wondering. So we're going to be having a look at the 5 main types of arithmetic operators. So as the name suggests, it's got to do something with math, and that's precisely what it is. This is basically the functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and something new for a few of you called the mod operator. Alright, so now we're going to be doing stuff to add variables, subtract variables, multiply variables, etc. Right, so let's dive in. First, let's go ahead and create 2 numbers for us to play around with adding, subtracting, etc. So var num1 is equal to, let's call this 10. Then my second number, num2, is going to be that of 5, because we've got all these interesting operators, so let it not be the same. So let's go ahead and start with the addition operator, which is this. So this might be fairly simple for those coming from other languages, but for those who are coding for the first time, just go ahead and follow along with me. Var add is equal to num1 plus num2. It's that simple. So I'm sure you know what it's going to result in. It's just going to add the number 1 and number 2. So what do you think is going to be the result? I'm guessing it's going to be 15. Do you guys agree? Hopefully you should, because I think 10 plus 5 is 15. And similarly, let's go ahead and do it for subtraction, multiplication, division, and the mod operator. I'd be telling you what the mod operator is shortly. Where sub is equal to num1 minus num2. So what is this going to yield? Let's go ahead and see. So it's 10 minus 5, which is 10 minus 5. If you're getting confused, just go ahead and write it down. It makes it simpler. So number 1 is 10, number 2 is 5. Is equal to, I guess it's 5. Let's go ahead with the next one. Var multiplication, the same mult, if that makes sense. Num1 into num2, semicolon. So again, I'm just going to do this because it makes it easier for the newcomers. Do it for this too. Alright, so now we have 10 into 5. It's going to be 50, right? Now finally, not finally, like finally, the one before that, var division is equal to num1 divided by num2, colon. So that's going to be 10 by 5, which is 2. So now we come to the special operator called the modulus operator. So the syntax is going to be the same. By the way, what does syntax mean? Syntax is the style of how you write this. It's like the grammar, not the style, my bad. It's the grammar in which you write stuff, which you write code. So for example, I can't do that because it becomes part of the var. There needs to be a space here. That's part of the syntax. So let's say, for example, I can't place the assigned value towards the right. It's got to be towards the left. That's your syntax. So when I refer to syntax, that's what I mean. Right, so let's go ahead and create the fifth one, where call this mod, then do num1 mod num2. Alright, so now I'm going to take you back to a little bit of high school math, because I'm sure you might have done it. You would have done it, most probably. So let's just go ahead and do 10 by 5 again. Bear with me. Alright, so you probably faintly remember in math you've done something called as quotient, remainder, etc. So the remainder thing we've learned before, that's your mod. That's precisely your mod. Right, so the quotient, again, forgive my spellings, I'm not sure if that's right. The quotient is this 2. That's what we obtain with the division operator. And in this, the modulus operator, we obtain the remainder. Again, forgive my spellings. And what is it gonna be? What do you think is the remainder gonna be? It's gonna be 0 because it divides perfectly. So the answer you're gonna get here is 0. It's gonna be your answer for this mod. When you print this out, you're gonna get 0. Don't believe me? Let's go ahead and try it out. Print mod, right? And don't forget your semicolon. Let's go and print that out now. As I promised you, we get 0. Now let's go ahead and check all these out and see if the answers we're getting is actually matching up. Division, supposed to get 2, and bam, we're getting 2. And then for mult, we're supposed to get 50, and bam, 50. And subtraction, we get 5 precisely. And finally, addition, we get 15. Everything works as intended. Now I've got a challenge for you. Let me go get it out. Yep, that's your challenge. I've got it ready. So your challenge is going to be to create 2 variables and call them apples and bananas. And I want you to give them these exact values, 15.5 and 16.6 respectively. Now I want you to create another variable called total cost. Mind the name, it's all small case, and you've got this underscore in between, and I want you to add up the values into this. We've seen how to add values up, didn't we? Alright, so after that I want you to print out precisely as given here. The total cost is, and the value of it. Alright, so in case you forgot how to print stuff properly, go back to your 3 underscore variables and have a look at this. It's going to help you out along with this line of code here. So good luck. I hope you can solve it. So pause the video now and go ahead and give it a try. I hope you've given a shot. Now let me show you how to do it. So let's go as mentioned here. Let's go ahead and create 2 variables, var pples apples, and the value is 15.5. And the next one is var bananas, let's call that as 16.6 as mentioned here. They're arbitrary values, I know. And then it says, it asks me to create another variable, var this, and now it asks me to add them up. So as you've seen here, we've got to add these two values up. Apples plus bananas, and don't forget the semicolon. Now go ahead and print it out. Alright, so I'm just gonna print the total cost is, let me fill that up, the total cost is, and then total cost. So let's go and see if it works. Let's go ahead and run that. 32.1. Yeah, that's correct. So that was your challenge, and I hope you were able to solve it. If you were, great. If not, it's all right. We're going to do the next one, hopefully. So that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.